Hello, I'm going to show you how to change the engine air filter on a 2003 Audi A4. This is a 1.8 and we have the stock air system. This will be using part number 06C133843. Alright, so the first step is to remove these two Phillips and just unscrew them a little bit and pop them to the side. Always make sure you're wearing gloves just to keep your hands clean. Next step is to pull this snorkel out of its housing. You just pull up. And this is two pieces, and you can just move this to the side. Alright, here's the stock air box. You can see a bit of the air filter, so we're going to go ahead and remove that now. Alright, so there's going to be a Phillips screw right here and another screw right there. We're going to go ahead and unscrew those both. Alright, so I have unscrewed these both. Now they're not going to come all the way out, they're just going to remain in there as designed so they don't fall out completely. Now on this valve, I had one of these Audi rings fail and I replaced it with a traditional clamp. I'm just going to be removing this to separate this from this to give myself more room to split open the airbox to get access to the filter. Alright, so I've taken this out, super easy. And then when you push on this, there's the air filter. You'll have to hold this as far this way as possible while with your other hand pulling out that filter. Alright, we've got this filter out. You can already see some of the dust that's already coming out of there. And that is pretty dirty. I thought that we had written the mileage on here, but this is about 13,000 miles after installation. Alright, we have the old filter over here, the new filter over here. Already you can see quite a bit of difference just in the color alone. Clean filter, dirty air filter. And if we take this up to the light, you cannot see any light through here. You're supposed to be able to see some light through here. Now this, see that bar going across? That's the sunlight. You did not see that at all on the other one. Always make sure to try and blow out your airbox housing as much as you can, just to keep it nice and clean. So now we're going to go ahead and install the filter. Alright, you'll want to make sure that you write the number of miles when you changed it and the date you changed it. Just a good reminder. So now we're going to go ahead and pop this in the airbox. Alright, so we got it in. Couldn't do it because you need two hands to do it, but basically you're just shoving it down, being very gentle not to break that center bead right there. And it's nice and flush against the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and screw it down. Alright, that's nice and tight. Now we're going to go ahead and reinstall this by tightening that up here, moving this clamp and getting it nice and tight. Alright, so we got that back on. That's nice and snug in there. We have this nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. Now we're going to go ahead and reinstall the snorkel. Now you want to make sure, see these little clips right there? You want to make sure that this slides under those pins. Okay. So just like that. You get the idea. Now you can kind of tuck this in here like so, just a little bit, and you can get this piece. You just push it down and it just snaps into place, and then you can maneuver this to get these holes to line up so that this can connect. Alright, so I was able to get that in there nice and snug. These are aligned, so all you have to do, just nip them up so they're snug. Once they start spinning, that's tight enough, because you're just wanting to hold it in place. And then you can move this back. I move it because it gives me just a little bit more working room. You always want to keep this clean too. Alright, so I got that back in place. And that's how you change the air filter on a 1.8, 2003 or B6 model. You'll want to change it every 12,000 miles just to keep up on it. As you can see, that was only 12,000 miles. That was pretty dirty. It's only 31 bucks out the door at the dealer. That sounds expensive, but it's really not that bad, especially if you're only doing it once a year. Thanks for watching.